Students, I think here we stop, isn't it? Public clouds and service offerings. I think here, so this is where actually we stopped. So this diagram tells you, so like what are the offerings provided by public cloud. See here, there is an underlying hardware provider, software provider, then cloud service provider, and cloud. Here, cloud service provider means IaaS, then cloud platform provider, that is platform as a service, then software provider, that is application provider, then individual users. Then if you want just the cloud infrastructure, see there are organizations which will actually take only some virtual infrastructure, and above that they'll build their own platform and they'll install their applications and they'll start working. If that is a requirement, yes, that is also possible. You can see here, see this is a infrastructure as a service and organization is accessing those services. Then if required, it will access platform as a platform related service, or else it can have its own platform, and it can, upon that it can install applications and they can start working. And another thing here, look at here. Here there is hardware provider and software provider. These are marked as two separate entities. So that is also possible. Say for example, let us assume already here there is one cloud service provider. Just assume like that. There is one cloud service provider, and you are having some huge hardware resources. And this cloud service provider, he is also having so many data centers and is providing infrastructure related services. Now, since you are also having a lot of hardware related equipment, you want to lease it for him. Okay, so you want to lease it for him for certain price. So that is also possible. Since you have a lot of unused hardware, you can lease it to this cloud service provider, and in turn this service provider, he will lease it for end users. So that is also one of the model. Similarly, the case of software. Okay, similarly, if you can lease your software to him, and in turn he can provide that as a virtual service to customers or the end users. So that is also possible. So that is why so many organizations which are working in regular shifts, that is usually regular shift means daytime. After that they want to lease their services. If not all the services, at least some of the services. So that is also one of the possibility with cloud computing. Say for example, in BMS City campus, let us assume, I think we have around 800 computers in our campus. And if we want to lease it to somebody else, say for some cloud service provider, that we can do after 5 p.m. So we may tell them that you can use our resources from 5 p.m. to morning 8 a.m. So we are giving it for lease. So that is also possible. Leasing the resources. Now let us see 5 major cloud platforms and their service offerings. So we are considering 5 biggest service providers. The biggest is Microsoft and Amazon. Those are the 2 biggest cloud service providers. So in terms of number of services, Amazon is bigger, and in terms of revenue, Microsoft is bigger. And after that, next is Google App Engine. Then after that we have IBM. Then after that we have Salesforce. These 5 are the top 5 cloud service providers in the world. First, let us see platform as a service. What components are there with IBM to provide platform as a service? They are having Blue Cloud, WCA, and RC2. Then Amazon is not platform. They are not providing platform as a service. So there is no component here. And Google is having Google App Engine. Google App Engine provides SDK, that is software development kit, and the platform related service and hosting services. Hence, Google App Engine is an example for platform as a service. Then Microsoft Azure, that itself will provide a platform related service wherein you can develop applications, and it also provides SDK, and you can host it in Microsoft Azure. Then Salesforce.com, it provides Force.com, which itself is a platform to deal with business related applications. Then when it comes to Amazon, so Amazon actually, there is a server called Heroku. That's an open source server. So that can be an example. So since this slide is developed so many years back, they don't have a suitable example. Actually, Amazon is having Heroku. That's a product of Amazon. So that can be an example for platform as a service under Amazon. Then under infrastructure as a service, Amazon is having a service by name Ensembles, which provides infrastructure related services wherein you can select the infrastructure requirements like storage related requirement, processing related requirements. You can select from this application. Then Amazon AWS provides virtual infrastructure related services wherein you can select what kind of storage you want, how many resources, how many instances you want, all such things you can do. Then Google App Engine, that itself is an example for infrastructure as a service. Yeah, that's why they are not mentioning anything here under IaaS. So we know, students, we know that Google provides end-to-end solution, that is starting from application development till hosting and maintenance. So when I say till maintenance, that also includes infrastructure, isn't it? When you don't have infrastructure, you cannot maintain. Say for example, it is having its own Google storage, and it is having something called as GFS, that is Google File System. So hence it can also provide infrastructure related services. Then Microsoft Windows Azure is a infrastructure related component which will provide infrastructure related services. Then Salesforce doesn't provide any infrastructure related services. Then software as a service, Amazon is having Lotus Live, IBM is having Lotus Live. Virtual software. Then Amazon AWS provides a lot of software. Say for example, if say you don't have a Macintosh, so that Macintosh itself is provided as a software. That operating system itself is provided as a software, and hypervisor is provided as a software. See here, under virtualization, they have mentioned OS and Zen. So that itself is provided as a service. Google App Engine provides application container. Application container is one component wherein you can deploy the application. Then Microsoft provides .NET services, and example components by Google includes Gmail and Google Docs. That is software as a service. Then Microsoft provides .NET service, Dynamics CRM. Dynamics CRM is the most popular CRM tool which is used in the industry. That is called Dynamics CRM. That is Customer Relationship Management Tool. Then Salesforce provides online CRM and gift tag. Dynamic CRM and online CRM are the two popular tools. So after, I think after 2015, Microsoft started with Dynamic CRM, and Even before that, Salesforce was having this online CRM and gift tag. Then similarly, just look at the virtualization softwares. Amazon provides whatever the OS that you want, and it is having Zen. Zen is a hypervisor. It provides Zen, that is virtualization service. Then Google application container, and similarly Microsoft provides Hyper-V. Students, yesterday I had sent one link. Did you check that? Hello? I want the reply. Yesterday I had sent a link. Did you check that? Hello? Hello? Bhargavi, Pavan, Vaishnavi? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday I had sent one link
Yes, sir.
to
I
get
got it,
information
sir.
about Hyper-V.
Yes, sir.
Did you
Got
read
it.
that?
Yes, sir.
Abhinav? Abhinav? Neha?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you read that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's one link where you get a lot of information about Hyper-V, and from that you will be getting one case study question in second internal test.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then look at the service offerings by various cloud service providers. IBM provides service-oriented architecture. So service-oriented architecture is one where the cloud service provider will develop the services and he will make it available using web interface. So that is called as SOA, that is service-oriented architecture. And they're having services by name B2, TSAM, RAD, Web 2.0, and so on. So Web 2.0, that is very clear. So that is interactive web, and it supports for Ajax-based applications and so on. That is Web 2.0. Then you need to explore what is this B2 and TSAM. You need to explore what is this B2, TSAM, and RAD. Then Amazon provides EC2. So that is container service. If you select EC2, that means you are selecting which operating system you want, and also you are selecting the processor and storage requirements. As part of storage, so S3 is also part of the storage. Then SimpleDB, that is also storage related service. Then Google is having GFS. As I told, GFS stands for Google File System. And Chubby. So when we study about Google App Engine, at that time we'll study what is Chubby and Bigtable and MapReduce. MapReduce is a programming model. It supports for MapReduce. And Microsoft supports Microsoft Live and SQL, that is database related service, and the Hotmail, that is a email service. Then Salesforce is having Apex, Visual Force, Record Security, and so on. So we will not touch Salesforce in our syllabus. Why? Because that is not our case study as part of the syllabus. Then when it comes to other security related features, IBM is having WebSphere 2. So WebSphere, it's a application server using which you can host the applications, and WebSphere 2 is an open source service, and they are having Power VM, that is a virtual machine, and which is tuned for protection, providing more security. Then Amazon is having PKI VPN, that is virtual private network services, and EBS. EBS means elastic block storage for to record data from failures. So when you are requiring for data backup and recovery, then obviously they use EBS, elastic block storage. Then Google App Engine uses Chubby Locks for security enforcement. Microsoft, so they use replicated data. So replicated data, it's a concept where the same data is stored across multiple data centers. That is called replicated data. Then one more technology they use, that is rule-based access control, to provide more security to the user's data. That means applying locks and giving privileges to various types of users. Then Salesforce, so admin privileges, record security, that means providing security at record level. That means to decide who can access the record and who cannot access the record, like that. Just like how what happens if you log in as an admin and normal user, just like that. That's the concept. And uses metadata API. Then user interfaces, IBM is having web API, it is having user interface, that is web API. Then Amazon also user interfaces is through web interface. And EC2 is one of the service using which you can interact. Then another one is command line tools, that is also possible. Google App Engine web-based admin console, so web-based, that is also possible. And console, that is command prompt, that is also one more type of interface supported by Google App Engine. And Microsoft, so you have to go to the web interface, that is Microsoft Azure portal, so that you can use. Then salesforce.com, so that itself is an portal, so therefore that is type of interface is web interface. Then programming support, AMI, so Amazon doesn't have programming support. Then Google App Engine, that means interacting using programming languages. So Google supports Python, not only Python, it also supports Python, PHP and Java. Then Microsoft .NET framework, using .NET you can interact with Microsoft Azure. Okay, students, now we can see. Students, now after this, we'll start case studies. So that is, we have some 3-4 case studies. We have Google App Engine case study, and we have Microsoft Azure as a case study, and we have AWS. We have 3 case studies. So better we'll study the case studies, that is the module 5. So before going for module 5, so I have few demonstrations for you, which I have already recorded, which I have done in the previous semester. So last year actually I opened my AWS account using credit card. So it was like free for 1 year. So now that time got over. So almost I opened in the month March, I think. Last year March I opened. So by this year March, that free account got over. Now if I use, it will charge in terms of dollars. So now what I do, since I have recorded that video, I'll play the same video again. That we'll see in the next class. The next class I'll show you the demonstration of virtualization. Students, in the next class you are going to study virtualization, that is a demonstration. So in that demonstration I'll take the example of VMware. So by using VMware as a software and by using some hardware resources, how to set up virtualization related infrastructure. So that means I'll show end to end. Actually, that is what more important. Achieving virtualization using Amazon or using Microsoft Azure, that is very easy. Anybody can do it. But practically, when you don't have cloud platform, actually how to set up your own virtualization related infrastructure, so that is more important. So that I'll show you how to do it from the scratch. So for that, I'll assume some ESXi server. ESXi is a virtualization software which also acts as a, actually it's a container based software, so which is a virtualization software provided by VMware, using which we can set up virtual data center. That is, we can create virtual data centers within the server. So first we'll take one dedicated server machine. In that server machine, we'll install VMware ESXi. Then after that, we will partition that ESXi server to create virtual machines. So after creating the virtual machine, what we do? We install guest operating system. At the same time, we will select for each of the guest operating system, we will select how much RAM capacity is required, how much storage is required, then what kind of operating system we want to install, and which version we want to install. Say for example, I want to install Windows 10, or I want to install Windows Server version, Windows Server 2013 or something like that. So then we install. Then upon that guest operating system, we will also see how to install an application software. So we'll create one demo web page by using Microsoft IIS server. We'll see it how to host it. Okay, that much we will see in the next class. One minute, students. I want to take the attendance. Asta Bachawat? Asta Bachawat? Abhinav? Students, answer for the attendance. Asta Bachawat? Abhinav? Aishwarya?
Present, sir.
Arbaz Khan?
Present, sir.
Arjun?
Present, sir.
Bhargavi?
Present, sir.
Dev Malya?
Present, sir.
Deepika?
Present, sir.
Gangubai?
Present, sir.
Guria Kumari?
Present, sir.
Junjar Singh? Kavya?
Present, sir.
Lata?
Yes, sir.
Manisha?
Present, sir.
Pavitra?
Present, sir.
Maithili?
Present, sir.
Priyanka?
Present, sir.
Pavan?
Present, sir.
Akash? Rakesh?
Present, sir.
Ravi Shankar?
Yes, sir.
Rizwan?
Present, sir.
Vishal? Vishal? Savita? Shruti? Sneha?
Present, sir.
Purti?
Present, sir.
Srinidhi?
Present, sir.
Vaishnavi?
Present, sir.
Vinny? Students, now I am going to create one quiz.
Sir, we were
It
to
will-
present.
Who is that? Huh?
Sir. Sir,
Who is that?
Abhinav.
Abhinav, okay. Students, now I'm
Abhinav.
going to create one quiz. It will take, I think, 10 minutes. And I'll post that link in the chat window. You have to take the quiz. I'll post the link in chat window. You have to take the quiz. Give me 10 minutes for creating the quiz. Students, you have to take quiz before 10:30. Finish it. Finish it fast.